Hey, what's up guys? I want to make a quick video asking a question, something I just discovered. I know it's nothing new, and there's been decades and decades of people before me who have realized this and already know about it. But it's new to me, so I thought I'd make a video about it, and maybe, I'm sure I'm not the only person who didn't know about this before. But anyway, it has to do with AK-47 magazines. Now this gun question is probably best suited for gun websites. I know a lot of those guys over there collect AK-47 stuff, everything from the bayonets to the magazines to the guns themselves and parts kits. So of course this is going to be an easy question for them. But what I discovered when I came back from the range, when I was having the AK-47 shooting videos, I had 3 steel magazines here. I believe these are Romanians, and all 3 of them have ammo in them, as you can see. I told you with the issue I was having out there with the sticky bolt, I wasn't able to shoot them, so I came back with ammo in my mags. Now I know that I pulled some rounds out of one of these, so I was going to start unloading them to figure out which one was not filled, completely. And then I realized that on the back of these Romanians, there's a porthole, so you can clearly see when it's completely filled to capacity. Now these are 30 round magazines, standard, steel, and of course where this little hole or cutout is where the 30th round is going to be, so you can see that it's clearly filled completely. So instead of unloading to figure out which one has or which one doesn't have a full capacity, I simply looked on the back, and you can see that the one in the middle is not filled. Okay, you can see the brass showing through on both of the outer magazines here. So just interesting. So I grabbed my other magazines to take a look. It's something I just, never noticed before. That's all. These Tapco polymer magazines, they do not have a porthole to see how much ammo you have left. I mean, it's just a quick visual reference. You go to grab a magazine. God forbid you're actually in combat or something, but it's just a quick reference. Okay, this magazine's to full capacity. I know I got 30 rounds in here. All right, these Tapco ones, they do not. I like them because they're lighter. The polymer is really nice, but I don't like this ribbing. Now, when you first grab them, I mean, they're real grippy and everything. That's all grand, but with the different carriers that I use my magazine holders with, it creates a lot of problems. Like, for example, the original SOE micro rig that I have for my AK-47/M4 setup, that rig, it's supposed to hold, it has 2 magazine pouches, and each pouch is supposed to hold 2 magazines. So a total of 4 magazines for that setup. Now with the steel ones, because they're slimline, it's fine. They work great. But with these ribbed, they rub on each other, and it's just no good. I mean, I cannot squeeze both of them. They are thicker than the steel. You can see the difference there. So that creates an issue for me. Not only that, but even though I'm saving a little bit of weight with these, I've grown to really like steel. That's pretty much it. I mean, I still love my Glocks and everything, but steel in guns, you really can't go wrong. I've really grown to just stick with steel. Polymers and knives and stuff, that's a different story. Handle materials, I can care less. But as far as guns are concerned, the more steel, the better, in my opinion. I mean, it really depends on what we're talking about specifically. But with AK-47 magazines, I'll never buy more polymer ones. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with these. They feed fine. They're great magazines, but just for my purpose, I do have some downsides with them. And generally, they're just a little bit more expensive. I mean, I think these were like $15 a piece or something, and these steel ones were about $8 or $9 a piece. But anyway, just something I noticed. Now, I have some other steel magazines. I have a 40 round, which you see is like in a gray color. This one also has a little porthole to give a quick reference as to whether it's to full capacity or not. And I also have a little 10 round AK magazine with exactly the same thing. Okay, now why, I mean, for people who aren't into guns, why is it up here, why isn't it down here? Well, you still have to leave room for the spring compression, don't forget. I mean, there's a spring in there, it has to go somewhere. So basically, when this is to full capacity, the spring is squeezed down to about this high. And then of course with the 40 round magazine, same deal. It's squeezed there, and so on. But I want to make this video to first off just say that to anyone who just didn't know. I mean, it may seem really, really stupid to some people, but when I made the video talking about how to load a rifle magazine, let me just try to squeeze one of these out real quick to show you this. I made that video, it's basically saying that, don't load from the front like you would a pistol magazine, just push from the top. It's a lot easier, and that's really how they're supposed to be loaded. And I can't get it from here, but anyway. When I made that video, believe it or not, I got dozens and dozens of messages of people thanking me who just didn't know that. So sometimes you might think something's trivial or maybe even stupid. You think, oh, it's common sense. Well, it's really not common. If you haven't been around guns, your whole life, or at least for a while, these little things you might not notice. So anyone out there, I mean, first off, let me know if there are other magazines on the market that do not have this, because I really like this feature, and it's something I would require if I bought more AK47 mags, which I plan to in the future. But it's just something very simple, which I really like, and I just never noticed it until now. So one, I just want to know if there's any magazines on the market besides these Tapcos that do not have it. And two, just want to know if you guys knew that or not. I mean, it's just pretty much that simple. But anyway, I don't want to make this a super long video. Just something I noticed today. And although maybe it's new to me, it might not be new to you, but I'm sure it'll help someone out there. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.